What is India's stance on the current situation in Afghanistan? This is the question that has been on the minds of many, especially after the recent conference organized by the Taliban government in Afghanistan. A significant event that has commanded the world's attention is the Afghanistan's Regional Cooperation Initiative. This conference, hosted by the Taliban government, saw the participation of several nations, with special envoys from Russia and China, along with diplomats from India, Pakistan, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. India's involvement in the conference is particularly noteworthy. The country's representative took an active part in the discussions, expressing India's support for stability and development in Afghanistan. However, the meeting had an unconventional undertone as the diplomats were not designated as ambassadors. This is due to the Taliban government's lack of formal international recognition, a fact that adds a layer of complexity to the geopolitical dynamics at play. India's representative has clearly stated that it supports efforts for stability and development in Afghanistan, but what does this mean for the future? Let's delve further into the proceedings of the conference in the next scene. As the conference unfolded, the diplomats were presented with a range of perspectives and concerns. The room was abuzz with conversation, ideas bouncing off one another as each representative brought forth their nation's standpoint. One of the key discussions revolved around the appointment of a United Nations Special Envoy for Afghanistan. The Taliban minister, however, expressed opposition to this idea. The minister's stance was firm, rooted in the belief that the internal issues of Afghanistan should be addressed by its own government and not by an externally appointed envoy. The minister's words echoed in the conference room, a stark reminder of the complexities of international diplomacy and the delicate balance of power that must be maintained. But the conversation did not end there. The minister further urged the participating countries to shed light on the current realities of Afghanistan at an upcoming meeting in the Qatari capital, Doha. The minister's call to action was clear. The international community needed to recognize and understand the on-ground situation in Afghanistan. It was a plea for transparency, a request for the unfiltered truth to be presented to the world. As the conference progressed, it became evident that each country had its own set of concerns and perspectives. From Russia's strategic interests to China's economic ambitions, from India's focus on stability and development to the Central Asian states' worries about security and regional stability, the conference was a melting pot of diverse viewpoints and strategic interests. The conference served as a platform for open dialogue, a forum for discussion where each country could voice its concerns and articulate its stance. It was a reminder of the interconnectedness of our world and the role that each country plays in shaping global politics. As the discussions concluded, one thing was clear: the situation in Afghanistan is complex and multifaceted. The participating countries, each with their own interests and concerns, face a challenging task ahead. It's not just about navigating their individual foreign policies, but also about finding common ground and working together towards a stable and prosperous Afghanistan. With the conference now concluded, what are the potential implications for India and the other participating countries? The aftermath of the Afghanistan's Regional Cooperation Initiative could significantly shape the geopolitical landscape of Central Asia. The conference has certainly opened a new chapter in the region, setting the stage for a series of potential outcomes. Firstly, the upcoming meeting of special envoys in Doha on February 18th and 19th, hosted by the UN Secretary-General, might prove to be a critical juncture. This gathering will offer a platform for the international community to engage in dialogue about the current realities in Afghanistan. India, along with the other participating countries, could use this opportunity to further solidify their stance on stability and development in Afghanistan. Their involvement in these discussions could potentially influence the direction of regional policies and initiatives. Moreover, the conference could have far-reaching implications on India's relationship with Afghanistan, and by extension, its position in the region. The meeting has provided an avenue for direct communication with the Taliban government despite its lack of formal international recognition. This could pave the way for India to play a more active role in Afghanistan's future, leading to a shift in regional dynamics. Only time will reveal the ultimate impact of this conference, but it's certain that the eyes of the world will be watching closely.